game is incredible. The skill progression, the way the crafting is, the way the resource gathering is. Now, the skill progression is set up kind of like it is in Star Wars, where you have areas that are appropriate to your levels. At least that's how it is so far. I think later on in the game, once you get a little further, that changes. But for now, we are in the level 10 to 20 area, and pretty soon we're going to be moving on to a higher level area because we have done some things. We don't want to give away the new player experience because it is actually pretty good. You guys will enjoy it. So I don't want to spoil that for you. It's very cinematic and it's just very well done. So no spoilers on that. Sorry. However, we are going to get into the game, so let's go. Now I've already hang on. I've already got a house and all that kind of stuff. Now, this game is very heavily build oriented. You will notice that right away when I get into the game and start doing things, that there's a lot of emphasis on base building and resource gathering. So there is PvP, but it's voluntary. They have a separate thing for that, just like they do in like Star Wars, the Old Republic, and a few other games where it's actually a separate instance that you go to and then you do your PvP and all that. I haven't tried it yet, but later on when I get a little bit higher leveled, I might.
You're working on your mission thing.
Yeah, right now I'm working on the storyline mission chain, which is how you progress through the game and find new things that you need and new minerals and all that kind of thing. But all right, here we are in my base, and like I said, guys, I've only been playing this game for what, about 3 days?
Yeah.
3 days or so I've been playing, and we have a lot set up. So character progression and crafting is actually at a pace that's pretty good. It's not super duper fast, but it's not so slow that you give up and move on to something else and just put the game down. What the heck? Now I've got new buttons. Okay. These guys are constantly patching because it is new in America. However, whenever they find something wrong, they release a patch that day, generally. And it's just a matter of restarting the client to have everything updated. And it generally doesn't take very long. So they are keeping on top of things for sure. So, anyway, I'll show you around all the different things that I've already got. Let's see. Now, part of the game is these things called deviants, and you'll learn what that is in the first 10 levels, and the new player experience explains what those are. But basically, these guys, you can go around capturing them, and you earn them through doing various missions and completing various tasks. And this particular guy is out mining any minerals that pop up on my property. So that's this guy. This is a supplies bench. This is where you make all your ammunition and various things you may need for tools and gear and things like that.
Get to like your mining guide.
I will get that in a minute. This is your disassembly bench. This is where you take scrap that you find out in the world and you convert it into usable crafting materials. And you can recycle pretty much anything that you pick up or anything that you make. Um, you know, you can chuck it in here and reuse it for something else. If say you make a weapon and you're not really using it all that much, or you don't use it at all, you can chuck it in here and get the parts back out of it and make a different one. So this is your stove. This is where you're going to cook all your food and make various recipes. And to give you an example of how something like that works, they've this is the interface for anything that you make stuff or craft things with, and I don't have really anything to make anything with because I've already done it. I've got a bunch of food and all that already made. But basically what you do is you go out and you gather the materials, and then you would click on that and you need one beet and 3 logs, and then you stick it in there and it'll do its thing and you end up with sugar, which then you can use on other dishes, like it might be an ingredient in something else. I really don't know, but as you can see, you can make your food, and the resources for this isn't very hard to find. It's not like you have to grind for hours just to get like 1p. In some games like DayZ or whatever, that's the case, but not in this one. Um, these are storage crates. You can, they do pretty much what storage does. You just stick stuff in them, and there's different sizes. Um, so you can have these placed around in your property or wherever. And there's something really cool about your base that I will show you in a little bit, but we'll get into that later on. Now, these are, like I said, more storage. This thing you use to refine stardust, but the catch to this one is when you're using this, it triggers base attack mode. So when you're refining something in this, you have to defend your base. So there's a little bit of a tower defense element to this game too, which is actually kind of neat because you do have things you can build for like automatic guns and turrets and things like that. So as you can see, I've been kind of busy. There's another, oh, I forgot to show you upstairs. This is a refiner. I haven't hooked this up yet, but I'm currently working on gathering the parts I need to build my solar array that will allow me to use that. So anyway, we come upstairs, and this is a garage. As you can see, I have a motorcycle, and you'll get to see me use that here, in a few minutes. And this garage is where you do all your modifications and repair it and things like that. And we have a cat sitting on the mouse board. All right, there we go. All right, so around in here is more storage. Well, where'd I put those guys? Where did... I think they're on the other side. I went the other way. Yeah. They're over here. So these deviants, like I said, they have different things that they do. And when you collect them, you have to put them in one of these containers. And here's where when you first get them, you're going to put them and they'll recharge. And when you first get them, they don't have any stats. So you have to stick them in here and let them recharge before you can actually use them. Now these guys give you different buffs. Like the one that I have in my backpack thing there, that's called a cradle. The one I have in there now is the butterfly's emissary. Oh, okay, hang on. Let's look at one of those. All right, for that now this is what the one I have in there now does. It auto attacks a target, and it will mark weak spots for you. So it will tell you where to aim to do the most damage when it's active. And now they're active for, their total active time they can be in combat is 1 minute if you use them all the way. Some of them also have other properties, like, for example, this blobby guy over here. This guy is mostly defensive. If you use him, he puts up temporary cover. So he will, you can throw him at something and he'll knock them back, and he'll put up a barrier in front of them so they can't get to you. And when you have him set on auto, he will form a fixed shelter that blocks attacks, and allied players near the shelter recover 4% of HP and 2% of sanity per second. So these guys give you little buffs and help you out in various different ways. So the trick is you want to collect as many of these as you can. Now sometimes, like I said, you get these for doing missions or accomplishing goals and doing things like that. And they're pretty neat. They're pretty helpful. So this is what I've got set up so far. As far as weapons go, I've been busy crafting those too. So your backpack, this is your, oh, I wanted to show you this. Your skill progression goes on this tree that is known as memetics. Now, when you unlock each one of these, it allows you to build something bigger that allows you to craft more, or get water easier, or you can make more advanced ammunition, like in this one. I've got all my, well, most of my sniper stuff unlocked. There's rocket launchers, various skills and things like that that are related to the equipment and items that you're going to use later on. And there's a pretty good, it's a pretty good tree. I mean, it progresses fairly quickly though. until you get down to about 3. Then it slows down a bit. But at first, you're going to get a whole bunch of what they call ciphers, which is basically the skill points that you use to unlock these various, I guess we'll call them skills. Um, and the thing is, this game does not have a specific class. What you can do here, these are your specializations. For each one of these over behind here, you have a specialization that you can, as you can see, you unlock further buffs and further things you can do with that skill. And this one for Prospector will allow me, the next one will let me make steel pickaxes, and then alloy pickaxes, and then tungsten alloy pickaxes. The storage crate one allows you to have a ginormous storage crate. Let's see, you got your, this stuff is for, I'm not really sure what this does. Oh, this is for your defensive stuff, like auto turrets and that kind of thing. So as you progress, you see you have required levels here that these unlock at. Apparently right now the highest level is 50, but they are probably going to expand that later. But 50 levels, I'm already at 17, so it should go fairly fast. Unless it slows way down. Now, I will tell you that the way you progress through the various areas, which we're going to see, oh, and your cradle, forgot about this, also has enhancements, what they call overrides, that you can add to it that give you additional, you know, buffs and little advantages here and there. Now, I will say this game, when it comes to a paywall or anything like that, the only thing that they have put behind a paywall or any kind of microtransaction is cosmetics. That's it. If you put a bunch of money into this game, it's not going to give you advanced weapons, it's not going to give you better armor, it's not going to give you anything better than anyone else already has either found or can make. But it will let you buy all kinds of pretty stuff if you're into that. So, and like I said, those cosmetics, they don't really have an advantage, but, you know, hey, some people are into, you know, different fashion and making their characters look neat with different outfits and different weapon skins and that kind of thing, but that's all their microtransactions are about. Cosmetics, and that's it. Now, here in my, you've got your blueprints. Now, when you first start off, you will have all of these already. However, you won't be able to use them because you unlock them as you go by, the first pistol you're going to make is this one. You know, the first rifle is going to be that one, and then you progress through the various levels of the rifles. And for each weapons, and it's similar for armor. Oh, I've unlocked a lot of armor. Holy cow. I wasn't aware I've unlocked all that. Alright, but anyway, you progress through these, and, you know, it gives you, like, this armor is, pretty good, and, well, it won't tell me until I actually make it, but the next one, you see, the ones that are in yellow, like this one, I think I can use that. So we'll go ahead and do that. That makes it so that you can actually use the blueprint, you see. Basically, you're adding that to your inventory of stuff you can make. So when they're lit up yellow like that is when you can unlock them. And like I said, I wasn't even aware I had some that I had unlocked, because the progression in here is actually pretty smooth and fluid. And like I said, you'll see that in operation here in a minute. Now, you've got different mods that you can put on your weapons and various things in various categories, but so far I've only got the first category unlocked and several of the mods, and they are applied to my weapons. And you've got armor mods for your various items of armor here. Now, okay, I already went through the cosmetics and your gear. Okay, now the thing is, once you build something, it goes in what's called your reserve inventory. Now, when you're out in the field, you can come to this screen and say I didn't want to use my revolver anymore. I double click on it, and then here's the list of everything that I have made or found. Now, the ones that are blue, like this, are generally found blueprints or gifted blueprints through like weapons crates and things like that. These, when you build these, they can't be repaired. However, the ones that are green that you build, now you can craft every single weapon in the game, every single everything. There's a found version, and then there's a crafted version. Crafted versions start off with their levels basically at 0, and you use your mods and something they call calibration to upgrade your weapons to what the weapons are that you find in crates. So basically, there's two versions. There's the ones that you can find in crates that are already maxed out or have special things added to them. And then you have the base model, we'll call it, that you can craft and then upgrade to get to the same point as the ones that you find. And the ones that you craft, you keep forever. They don't go away, and you can repair them. The ones that you find, on the other hand, I think when the season ends, those go away. The things that you find in crates. I'm not exactly sure about that, but like I said, I've only been playing for a couple of days. We will find that out as we go. But here you've got different gun categories, and you got your melee stuff, and see, you know, of course you got your, this is submachine gun, machine gun, or light machine gun, and melee. Well, I'm right, well, guns, you know, anyway. Anyway, you get the point. So if I wanted to switch that out, let's go with my sniper rifle. You just double click it, and now I have my sniper rifle.
You told me how to
Yeah, I'm getting to that. I want to explain everything in the inventory first. I mean, there's a lot. All right, so now that we've gone over that, there are some other bits and bobs in there, but when you get in the game, just play around with it. It's not difficult to figure out. So now we're going to go out and gather some things. I'm low on ammo for that. Oops. Oh. Sometimes that happens. Now, what you're going to need to gather resources, I already have the axe that I need. Now, some of these, when you first play the game and you're in the beginner area, you won't be able to gather tin because you have to get to a level to where you can build the pickaxe that you need to do that. But this is tin ore, and one of the neat things about this game, you'll notice I'm currently holding the machete, but if I press F, it switches to my pickaxe automatically. I don't have to do that myself. It does the same thing in combat. If you run out of ammo, it will automatically switch to the whoops. Oh, well. These guys are a problem sometimes. Alright. Come here. Get back in there. I accidentally launched him. But, anyway, and now for this guy, I'm going to, oops. We're going to use his meat later. And
you also get rawhide.
You get rawhide that you can make. Now, remember me mentioning the little miner guy? You see what he's doing over there? He's mining that piece of tin for me. And there's other resources too. Hang on, I'll show everybody all the stuff that I can so far. Now you're going to use sulfur for making gunpowder, which allows you to make ammo. And let me tell you something, guys. This game is crafting heavy. But it's done in a way that, you know, it's not a severe grind to gather enough materials to make 1 or 2 bullets. Your hard work does pay off in this game. It's not like, oh, I'm grinding forever for 10 bullets. Nope, that's not how it is in this one. And I'll show you that later because I need some more ammunition for my sniper rifle. So we'll make some here in a little bit. Now, aside from trees, and as you've already seen other plants, you can pick dandelions, and you use that to make various food and some medicines. Now, the thing I like about this game is you can use the build system right away. I mean, immediately. You don't have to wait. You can start building as soon as you gather materials to start building your first little bit of your house. You can do that. You don't have to wait until you're a certain level. You don't have to wait until you get to a certain area, and which ties into something else cool I'm going to show you guys in a little bit, because I'm going to move my house for you guys, and I'm going to show you how that mechanic works, which is a cool thing about this game. When I move this, every single thing inside, everything outside, except the campsite over there, will move with it. You don't have to tear anything down. You don't have to put it away. You don't have to move things from, one place to another. Everything goes with the house when you move it. So that's a pretty neat feature.
They actually do recommend moving it when you level
Yeah, and when you level up and go to the various areas, they do recommend that you move your house to the new area because, I mean, let's face it. Let me show you the map. This looks like a whole lot of stuff that I've got unlocked, right? Wrong. This tiny little bit of the map over here on this corner is just one little bit. And this area, as you'll see, is pretty huge when you're out there in the actual game world. Now, the next one I'm going to unlock is, I think, nope, not that one. Definitely not that one. This is going to be the next one I do, is Greywater Camp. But I'm not quite there yet. I'm a level 17, so I've got to level up a bit before I take that one on. And once I defeat this one, it will unlock everything on the map around down. It'll unlock another section of the map, basically. So that's how that works. And there is teleportation for fast travel. These are rift anchors, which we'll go over that in a minute because I've actually got a mission to do one. This one over here is the one I've actually been working on. But as I said, I need to make more ammo before I go over there, and that way you guys get to see how that's done. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of area on this map. This looks big, but it's just a tiny part of the overall world. So yeah, all right, so let's go ahead and now there's one thing that I let people know about that I realized. You see those deer over there? Well, deer are important, and I'll show you why here in a second. Now that guy saw me, now watch where he goes. Oop, well, you see how they're all running towards a resource? Right here? Okay, now, you can also shoot them and use them for deer meat, which we're gonna do in a little bit. But they drop hide as well. Now, I wanted to point this out. Now, you see, I collected all that. Now, there's another deer over there. And look, there's some more stuff here. If you watch me for a second, you'll see what I'm getting at with this. Oops. Wrong button. Now, basically what I'm getting at is if you watch the deer, you see he came and found me, and watch where he goes. Now, this doesn't work 100% of the time, but 90% of the time it does. If you're out looking for resource, where'd he go? See, I lost him. Oh, anyway, if you're looking for various resources and plants that you need to make food, look for the deer and follow them around, and they tend to lead you to where you can find edible plants and things you can use to make food with, including themselves. So when you come across some deer, if you're low on resources, don't just slaughter them outright. Follow them around for a little bit, and they'll show you where some resources are at. if you can't find them on your own. So this would be a case of teaching by implying. So this teaches you how to play the game in a way that the NPC, now we're probably going to hit some hawthorn up here probably. Yeah, so you just follow them along. Oh, there it is. There's the honeysuckle. Let's see. And of course there's other, mined resources here, but for the most part, you want to follow them around to find some of your edibles. Okay, so let's see now that we covered that, let's see what we need to make ammo. I think I've got enough to make it. We should be able to make 2 or 3 boxes, which is really all I need for this next mission. And while we're at it, when we get where we're going, I'm going to move my house so you guys can see that mechanic. And if I remember right, I should probably have the materials in here. Yep, all ready to do it. Alright, so...
Are you going to make more charcoal while you're standing there?
Now, how this works, this recipe, charcoal, calls for wood, right? So you go collect wood and stick it in your furnace, craft it. Then you got copper ingots, which is why I was collecting copper. And copper is in a lot of things. A lot. So that's going to be one of your mainstay resources that you're going to want a lot of, as well as charcoal. So we're going to make some more copper. And then, let's see, that's probably all the materials we have. Now, we're going to wait here for, 30 seconds or so. The copper is going to take longer, but that's okay. That'll probably take about 8 minutes, but we've already got some copper we can use, so I can show you the process.
Because you need to take your charcoal over to make gunpowder.
Because you have to make charcoal to make gunpowder and other things that you need. Like the copper ingots. You have to have charcoal before you can make the ingots. And the glass. And anything else in here, really. Charcoal is going to be a mainstay crafting item. So, alright, we've already got some copper. So, we'll go over here to make our bullets. Oh, hey, I've already got some ammo. Hey, I made some last night. How about that shit? Okay. And I just leveled up to level 18. Nice. So you've got 2 kinds of ammo here. You've got regular copper, then you've got armor piercing. Armor piercing is harder to make. It takes longer, and the materials it takes more of. Now, I don't really need armor piercing for the next mission. So we're just going to use regular copper bullets, and this will make 24 boxes. So 576 more rounds. And when that's done, we'll run over and grab this. Well, actually, so you don't have to sit here and babysit it. Oh, good, I get to show you how that works. Alright, so, whoops. And your character likes to parkour on everything it sees. It's a little touchy, but here's how this guy works. Now, you noticed he was out there gathering, right? It just so happens that we have some iron ore. So I'm at the level where iron ore is going to start spawning for me too. And we need that. Oh my goodness. He's found a lot of shit. And we need that. We need iron to make steel. Now, the recipes here, as far as metals and things that you forge, pretty much follow standard metallurgy and all that kind of thing. So if you're going to make bronze, you need tin and copper. If you're going to make steel, you need iron and charcoal for the carbon, and so on and so forth. So it does follow, the way things really are. So we're going to wait on our ammo. And I think, well, no, we'll go ahead and make some ammo for, what other gun do I have? for the AKM. We need some more for that. I don't know though. Let's see, the mission I'm on, do I want the AKM or do I want a pistol? I think I'm going to swap out to the revolver because that's actually a pretty good gun. So the way you do that, like I said, you go to your gear and let's see, what slot is that? That's in my secondary slot. So we want the revolver because A, it's cool, and B, I've got a lot more ammo for that than I do the AKM. So yeah, 1865 is the ammo for that. But I think we're going to make some more just for shits and giggles. You can never have too much ammo. Never ever. So, yeah. Oh, hang on, guys. All right. Oh, it's done. As I said, it doesn't take very long to make things in this game. Some things take a little longer than others, but it really isn't that bad. Ooh, see, here we go with the auto parkour stuff, which that does come in handy in where am I going? Comes in handy in combat. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, wait. I bet we need charcoal. How much you want to bet? Nope, gunpowder. Okay. Well, we've really got enough bullets. Charcoal. Or no, I need more acid. Yeah, so I gotta go shoot stuff anyway. But anyway, we've got quite a bit of bullets, so we should be okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you, how combat is. Alright, so to get places, you get this nifty little motorcycle at about level 5, I think?
It was 3 to 5, somewhere in there.
And like I said, once you get to where you can build a garage, you can build other vehicles. I just don't have the blueprints for them yet because they're in the higher level areas. Alright, so this thing has a radio. You'll notice some music playing. I haven't quite figured out how to change the music, but I think I have it turned down because it's kind of annoying. But there is a radio on the motorcycle that plays music while you're driving around. And you'll notice on the map, the mini map up there in the corner, I have the path kind of marked out for me. And I have a marker up there that this road will eventually lead to. Nope, that's the wrong way. Now, I could have teleported to where I'm going, but I wanted to show you guys how the motorcycle works, and it's really not that far.
You'd rather just drive in any of your games.
And yeah, I mean...
You personally prefer driving?
I like seeing the scenery, you know, and you notice different things. What? But as you can see, like I said, the missions are kind of guided a little bit. but it does help you with progression and helps you learn how to play the game and do various things.
They
They
don't hold your hand, they just guide
Yeah, they don't really hold your hand. They guide you. I more want to say it's more of a guiding you thing than a holding your hand thing. Oh, I forgot about this place.
Well, this is where you gotta do your stuff at.
No, it isn't. Look at the map. This is just one that I have to come back to.
Oh, this is the first time I did.
Yeah, there's all kinds of wildlife. Deer! Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There is another mechanic I could have used to get all the way down here that I will show you guys later. You have the ability to jump from high places and glide down with one of the characters that you will meet in the very beginning that helps guide you through the beginning part of the game. You will figure out how to use him. Whoop! That was almost bad. In the new player experience, you'll learn how to do that. But like I said, I'll show you that when we get where we're going and finish that up. Now, when you're out here riding around, you might run across other players. You can give other players items. You can trade with them. You can send them things in the mail and things like that, just like you can in the Old Republic. The system is very similar. Ooh, shit. You see the sniper right there? He hasn't noticed me. Alright. So here's the beginning of the mission I'm on. I gotta go all the way up here and clear this base out and look for things. You'll see as we go along.
And it gives you secondary missions to do, but the crates that you need to find are a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, the crates that you're looking for have a lot of good things in them. Alright. Now, one thing about the combat in this game, it's very first-person-y, it's very Twitch-oriented. It's not your typical MMO combat. It's pretty twitchy, which is really good. As you can see, I like the combat. Because it's more first-person shooter-style combat than it is MMO-style combat. You know, turn-based and all that kind of icky stuff. I know there are people out there that like the turn-based MMOs, don't get me wrong, but that's just not my kind of game. There's nothing wrong with those games, it's just not the kind of gameplay I'm into. Shit, I missed. Alright, let's see. There's gonna be some more guys around here somewhere. And there should be a boss over in here somewhere that we'll meet here shortly. Now, combat isn't very intense right now, but as I get further into the complex, there'll be more guys waiting for me. that big ass guy over there, yeah, he's gonna be an issue. Not too big of an issue though, because I do have a pretty high powered rifle. Now we're going to use our butterfly. Woohoo! Alright. So, as you can see, the enemies that you do have to fight are pretty much appropriate to your levels, which you don't have to worry about super duper heavy guys that you can't possibly have a chance of winning against. They did pretty good balancing that out. Okay, I'm looking for another crate. Maybe it's this one in here. Yep, I think it's that one. Yep, there's the weapon crate I'm looking for. Now, as I said before, the weapons that you find, like this one, these will either have a lot of ammo and a weapon and some other nice stuff in them, but these found weapons, nope, cool. But as you can see, they all have really good stuff in them. So it's not like you grind for however. Oh, I need some water. And the reward doesn't make it worth doing the mission. It's actually worth it. So now I just need to activate the rift anchor, and I'll show you that when I get up there. And then we'll be done with the area mission for this location, which will unlock some more metas. I mean, oh, what are those things? Yeah. Ciphers, that's it, ciphers. Sorry guys, I was drawing a blank there. What am I doing? It's over there. So, okay. I know where it is. It's just over here.
I hope I'm mistaken. Don't just stand around talking. Get in there.
Yeah, don't just stand around. Yeah, some of the yeah, it's a little weird sometimes, but for the most part, it's pretty good. Like I said, I really like the combat in it. And here's a little taste of the melee. Come back here. Right, dude. Ooh. Uh-oh. I think so. Ah! Hate it when she does that. Wait, no. How rude. Oh, you're gonna throw a grenade at me, huh? See, sometimes that can be a bit of a... Okay. Yeah, there are situations the parkour can be a little problematic. Shit, I'm out in the open, that's the problem. Hang on, let me take some... Okay. Ah! That guy's shooting from right there. I see you. Alright. Hey, how about that? A med kit. Alright. Let's see. Okay, now... Alright, let's switch to a different weapon. Told you guys I was going to show you that too, so let's do that.
You're gonna want to check if any of those guys has dropped you loot. If you need the,
Let's see. Let's see, which one do we want to show you? Yeah, let's go with that one. Alright, now you'll notice I have a squad assault rifle. This is another thing. Some of these can be a little touchy. You gotta face exactly the right way or it'll do that. So they need to... There we go. But, as I said, it's a brand new game, guys. Well, at least to the United States. I let my little guy out again, didn't I? Oh, okay, yeah, I'll show you guys that in a minute. Okay. Well, as you can see, this gun... Okay. There is one thing. When you die, you don't actually die. And this gun's low on ammo, but I did want to show you that. Alright, we're going to switch back to a better gun. Well, not necessarily better, but better for the situation. Oh. No. Hang on. That goes back to that. There we go. Alright. Okay, so get our pistol out. Now, as you can see, you really want to scour everywhere you can when you're out. Oops, wrong button. Because there's materials everywhere. And I believe this is the place we need. Yes. That's for a crate. Wrong button again. See, like I said, it's a little... I'm sure they'll maybe tweak that a little bit as time goes on. Jeez. Try again. Oh my goodness. See, you have to be standing in such a way that when you turn around... God dang it, man. As you can see, sometimes it can be a little frustrating. Oh, not that way either. Can we please just... See? Yeah, it's a little touchy. There we go. Nope. Dang it. Oh, come on. Quit doing that. My objective is right there and you want to mess around. There we go. Very nice. This one has beryllium crystals, which you need to make guns. We got some armor mod parts, a munitions amplifier, and some staroids. Those are very, very helpful. And we have, where is it? Alright, so, where is that stupid rift anchor? Okay, it's over here. Let's see. Oops. Now, some places you can parkour your way. Well, I don't think this is one of those spots. Some places you can parkour your way up there, but not in this case. So we need to be headed this way. There's a gate. I don't think I can jump this fence. Nope. Got to go around, up and around this way. Some more goodies. And you'll see when you get back to your base and recycle all that, it really does give you a lot of good stuff. Alright, so this away.
You just ran past Solis and the guy we fought.
Alright, oh, a smoke bomb. Interesting. Alright, so... oh, it's up there. That is where we are trying to get. That spot right there. That's the thing I have to turn on to finish the area mission. And he just completed that, it looks like. So I'm probably gonna have to go this way. There's gotta be a way up there. Okay.
Unless he's trying to find a way up there too.
Yeah, he might be trying to find a way up there as well. You might be right. Because one part of this game is they do put some puzzles in it. Like there's one that you have to blow up 5 different stones before you can get to the one you need. Let's see. Maybe it's all the way around this way. One thing you'll also notice, your enemies, they're not marked on the radar. But that's okay, because I kind of like the fact that you don't know where they're at until they're shooting at you. Alright. So, got some goodies there. Oh, an ammo pack. That's good. Okay. Probably not the way I'm supposed to do this, but it'll give me a... okay. Okay, so there's apparently, it looks like there might be a road that leads to that. Somewhere around this way, a little bit more. Okay, here's my chance to show you that one thing. Now, I could just run down the stairs and all that, but I'm gonna be lazy. Jump and hold, jump again. Yay! And that's the little glidey thing I was talking about earlier. That comes in handy quite a bit. Okay, so, alright, it looks like, from the looks of this, what I need to do, jump off that building to that ledge and then go around that way, it looks like. Ugh. Okay, so, now you see, I can't... whoa, shit! Ah. Now I'm gonna have to get back up there. I can't clear that distance with just a jump, right? So that's what the gliding is for. I can if I use my gliding ability. Hang on. Provided I don't fall off the building again this time. And, oh, she won't do it on this one. There you go. You see how she just grabs onto stuff and decides she wants to be on top of it? Alright, so what I need to do is run at this corner. Oh, shit. Ah! Yep, there we go. And then run around this way. And this will probably lead back around that way. So, I hope anyway. That's the theory. Let's test it out. Now there's probably going to be some more enemies up here somewhere, I'm sure, that we're going to run into. Might be some bad guys in here. Nothing else, there might be some goodies. Nope. Nothing in there. Nope, this is just a spot to distract you. Wait, there's a crate. That just goes to show, always check out a new area because there could be stuff hidden. Oh yeah, and boy am I glad we caught this one, because look at all the good stuff that's in this. And there's a pair of gloves in there too, it looks like. So, and we got another Molière. Oh, whoops. No, I don't need you right now. Okay. Now, there's something I haven't showed you guys yet, which I'll use in here, but there's nothing in here that we know of. In some areas, if you use this ability, this is called space time. What this does is it will reveal things that may be hidden that you might not otherwise find. And it also, there are rifts that open that this will allow you to find them. And generally speaking, it also helps you find the mystic crates they keep talking about. The mystical crate is a crate that has special weapons in it, or special materials or things like that. And once we activate this over here, that'll complete the mission for this area. All right. And once again, guys, you'll find out what these are all about in the new player experience. But they are pretty much every mission you go on is going to involve one of these that you have to turn on after you find it.